Hello, I'm Patricia Morrison. I am the founder of Inner Fire, Outer Light, where we help overwhelmed and undervalued writers, artists, musicians, and other creative professionals to make a living, make a life, and make a difference with their gifts. And today I'm here because we have a one-day creative life and livelihood planning retreat coming up on Saturday, February 24th, for those that are participating live, and in recorded form at your convenience for everybody else. And I wanted to address two things today. Number one, what's going to kind of happen in that retreat? And so who is it good for? And number two, just some frequently asked questions that people have about participating, especially in a virtual event, what this looks like, how you manage it, etc. So the first thing is what's going to happen in the retreat. Well, there are basically four parts to the process that is going to happen in the retreat. And they're easy to remember because they all start with C. So the first is clarity. For some of you, it's really figuring out what is it that I'm up to in this world in a bigger way? What is my vocation, profession, direction at this stage in my life? Given the equity of experience, background, skills, craft, etc., and also my needs, desires, and longings for the life that I seek. How can I put those things together into a good format? For others of you, you're pretty clear about that. You just need to know how to make it work for you. And so some of that clarity process for you is really going to look at what's stopping you, getting clear about the actual environs. We kind of see it as pointing a flashlight around and being like, oh, that's the wall I keep running into. Got it. That's what that looks like, right? So gaining clarity about your actual situation and where you're headed, where you'd like to be. The second part is compassion, and that is really developing an inner skill set that will help you move through obstacles and on to other things. And it can also be developing a compassion around the realities of your life. Some of you are parents, some of you have full-time day jobs, you have other kinds of things going on. And so compassion is a really necessary process, especially self-compassion, that will help you strategically to schedule things appropriately, to assess your time availability appropriately, to set your expectations appropriately so that you can really continue to make progress and not get stuck. Commitment is the third step, and that really looks like planning, scheduling, structuring, etc. And all the tools that we're going to use at this retreat are things developed by creatives and for creatives. There are some things that I've developed and some things that I'm borrowing and sharing with attribution from other coaches and guides and folks that along the way. So we're going to give you some actual tools to step into commitment in a deeper level and a better level of that works for you. And then the final step is creation. And at this stage, we're really looking at creation of a plan. Right? That's what we can do in one day, is really help you create a plan that is not a generic plan. It's not a cookie cutter plan. It's a plan you understand, that's specific to you, that you can get excited about and get behind and feel motivated to implement. And then we'll talk about resources for implementation. There will be a few of you that will just want to launch off and do this on your own, but most of you, it will be useful for you to have some ongoing resources for implementation, and we'll have access to those in the room and in the training that we will connect you with. So that's kind of what happens at the day. So it's there are ways to access it at different stages and different levels of your creative life and livelihood. And so whether you're just having trouble finding time for your creative life, or whether you're having trouble making your income and your creative life complement each other and integrate effectively, or whether you're really ready to take that creative career or livelihood to the next level. This is a really great resource for you, and I will be giving people different levels of activity all throughout the day. So how do you participate? There are three ways to participate. One is live and in person. It's going to be at the beautiful Pascal Winery in Talent, Oregon in the Southern Oregon Rogue Valley. So if you're close enough to come down for the day, we'd love to have you. We're going to feed you lunch and take good care of you. The second way is live during the day, but virtually from your computer. We will have a 1-hour meal break, no matter sort of what time zone you're in. That should work out to either be lunch or dinner if you're in North America. And then we'll have kind of, a 3-hour chunk and a 3-hour chunk on either side of that meal break. We're not 100% sure that we will be able to maintain the internet connectivity throughout the day, but even if you want to pop in for a while, you're welcome to do that if you're signed up virtually. The third way to participate is through the recording. And for most of you participating virtually, you will at least partially participate through the recording. And the recording is something everyone will get access to. It will have the slides and the audio from the day, and any kind of handouts and things that we have will be a part of that, included in that package. Everyone who registers for this event will get the recording. So you can go back and use these tools and refresh yourself on them ongoingly. So that's a great resource. And just to let you know, we're going to think about that and chunk it in about 2-hour chunks, so that if you're like, oh my goodness, I can't do 3 hours and then take a break and do 3 more hours. Like, that's just not how I work. That's fine. There will be ways to engage that in smaller pieces through that recording. Also, everyone who registers for this retreat gets a short follow-up private session with me, where we really look into your best next steps. What's next for you? How can you take what you gained from this experience and move forward? And that's a huge bonus, by the way. Mostly, those aren't things I give out handy pandy, and my schedule is limited, and so it's kind of first come first serve on those. So if you sign up for the retreat, and you can actually already just send me a message and say, hey, I want to schedule that follow-up session right away, because I don't want to be booked out too far on that. And just to let you know that our focus for you in this retreat is that you will gain clarity about money and income, about focus in your creative life and livelihood, and about fulfillment and really having it work better for you and the life that you seek. So that's where we're headed. I really hope you'll join us, and please invite a friend. And since you were smart enough to listen all the way to the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little coupon code to get 25% off when you go to the registration page, which is bit.ly/fulfill retreat. You can just enter this code, Grateful25, with a capital G, Grateful25, and you get 25% off. So weren't you smart to listen all the way to the end? Bravo. I really look forward to having you all there and really helping you take a leap forward in your creative life and livelihood. Have a great week. See you very soon. Take care.